The biggest mistake most people make in dating is believing that they have to spend a lot of money to succeed. Stick around for 9 amazing tips for dating well on your frugal living journey. Welcome, I'm Amy, and here at Frugal Over 50, I give you tips and tools for frugal living. Let's get right to these tips. Tip number 1, have a goal. Your goal should be to enjoy yourself. That's the purpose of the date. So you're not thinking about, I have to spend a lot of money, I have to impress this person, I have to do this, I have to do that. Your goal, enjoy yourself. It's very simple. Set this intention in your mind as you get started thinking about dating, as you get started thinking about going on the date. While you're on the date, that's your goal. Are you enjoying yourself? Are you having fun? Then you're meeting your goal. Anything else is superfluous, and having fun can be cheap or having fun can be free. Once you've decided, that's it, that's my goal, I'm going to have fun, you can move on to number 2. Number 2, put a line item in your budget for dating expenses. Dating expenses include things like meals out, tickets to activities, clothing that you might buy special for a particular date. You want to have a line item in your budget so that you can have fun, so that you're not spending time on your date worrying about how you're going to pay for the date after the date. You know I'm big on budgeting, and you had to have guessed, if you've been here for longer than 5 minutes, that one of the first things I was going to say to you is, in order to have fun, you need to budget. Don't go into debt for dating. Plan it in your budget and you'll have a much better time and you will meet your goal to have fun. Number 3, think about who you're going on the date with. Are you going on a date with a life partner who you've been with for 35 years and you know really well? Are you going on a blind date and just hoping for the best? Are you going on a date with somebody you've been dating for a while and you haven't seen each other for a while and you need to catch up? There are any number of scenarios for who you could be going on a date with, and it may seem very obvious to you, but I'm asking you to step back and think, okay, who am I going on this date with? It may take you 5 seconds, it may take you a few minutes, depending on if it's somebody you know really well and have been with for a while, or if it's a new person. But know them, know about them, because you're probably not going on this date by yourself. Although if you are, if you like to take yourself on dates, then go for it. Number 4, identify why you're going on this date. Are you going on this date with your life partner because you have been stuck in the house for more than a year now, and if you don't get out together, you're gonna burn the house down? Are you going on a date because you can finally get out a bit and you want to have a blind date and meet some new people? Are you going on the date because you're in a new relationship and you want to get out and do fun things together as a way to get to know each other and enjoy each other more? You know that you want to have fun, you have budgeted for it, you know who you're going with. Why are you going on this specific date? If you're getting value out of this video so far, would you give it a like and consider subscribing and leave me a comment down below. Hit that notification bell while you're there so you'll get notified first of new videos. Special thanks to Buy Me a Coffee member Crystal for suggesting this video. If you'd like to become a member of Buy Me a Coffee and support the growth of the channel, click the link below. Let's get back to these dating tips. Number 5, what are you going to do on this date? What do you like to do when your goal is to get out and have fun? What does the person that you're going on your date with like to do when they're going out to have some fun? And what commonalities do you have? It's also possible that one of you would introduce the other to an activity that is new for one of the parties to the date, and that can be fun too. Think about what you're going to do and make sure that it's fun. Have I said that enough? Your goal is to enjoy yourself, so identify some of your favorite things to do, identify your dating partner's favorite things to do, and pick maybe 2 or 3 things that you could talk about to come up with something that you will both enjoy. Number 6, now that you've decided what kind of activity you would like to do on your date, decide where. Do you want to be indoors or outdoors? Do you want to be at a particular location or in a particular restaurant or on a particular hiking trail or at a particular park or in a particular museum? Where is the event going to happen? This goes back to your planning and your budgeting. You know that you have money for dates. You know that you have money not just for the event, but for the type of clothing that you need and for time off work that you may need to take if this is a destination type of event. Looking at where you're going on the date is part of planning it. And I know that some people like to be surprised, especially if it's a long-term partner and you know each other really well and one person surprises the other, but somebody's thinking about where this is going to happen. There are enough unknowns in dating. Make sure that you have input into where you're going to go on this wonderful date. Number 7, talk to each other. Talking is, guess what? Very frugal. Does it cost you anything to talk to each other? Well, yes, it costs you some time. It costs you some emotional energy, but it doesn't cost any money. You can do it for free, cash-wise. Pick an activity or an event or a location where you can look at each other and see each other and talk to each other, share life stories, listen to one another. If you've been life partners for a really, really long time and you know each other really well, this may be slightly different. You may talk to each other every day, and you may want an activity that you could do that brings you sort of a peaceful connection. That's fine. That's still communication. But one way or another, remember that you're there to have fun, and you're also there really to get to know the person or to share part of your life with the person. And what does that cost you? Does it cost you any money? No, it's free, except for your time and your energy. So talk. Number 8, take all pressure off of yourself. I'm asking you to do this if you're new to the dating world, or if you're thinking about going on a date with somebody that you sit on the couch with every night and watch Netflix with. Whatever your situation is, take the pressure off. If you have had fun, the thing that I'm suggesting to you throughout this video, you've had success. If you've stuck with your budget while having fun, you get an A+ and some extra credit for me. But take the pressure off for any particular Instagrammable outcome to happen, or for the great love of your life to show up, or for all of those problems in the relationship to be resolved in 1 hour together. Take all that pressure off and just have fun. And if you have had fun, you have succeeded. Number 9, follow up. After the date is over, evaluate from the perspective of, did you have a good time? Did you stay within your budget? Did you get to know the person better? Did you get to try a new activity or share an activity that you already really like together? Did you get to eat wonderful food? Did you see a new museum? Did you see a beautiful bird when you were on a hike? Did you feel like you were able to contribute something positive to this other person and receive something positive from them? And how did it work with your budget? Go back and look at your budget, how much you spent in preparing, how much you spent on the activities, and see if you need to adjust your line item. And follow up with the person too. Identify what's going to be the next step. If it's a life partner and you had a particularly wonderful time, you might want to set a regular time where you can do something super fun together. Was it a blind date and you had a really lovely time, but you're probably not going to become romantic partners? Maybe you could join a meetup group together where you do activities with other people who like the activity that you did on your date, and you can still see each other and you have a new friend and you can meet a whole new community. Make sure that you follow up. Don't just let it go. If you've had a particularly bad time, then your follow-up could be to move on. Do something else next time, maybe with a different person, a different budget, a different experience. But don't just let it go and say, well, I tried that. Look at it. Revise and keep having fun. Judith Martin, aka Miss Manners, had this wonderful thing to say about dating. There are 3 possible parts to a date, of which at least 2 must be offered: entertainment, food, and affection. It is customary to begin a series of dates with a great deal of entertainment, a moderate amount of food, and the merest suggestion of affection. As the amount of affection increases, the entertainment can be reduced proportionately. When affection is the entertainment, we no longer call it dating. Under no circumstances can the food be omitted. And because I'm recording this in Pride Month, I want to give you this anonymous quote that I found on the internet, and I love it. Keep calm and love who the hell you want. Happy Pride, folks. Wherever you are on your frugal living and your frugal dating journey, take the next step, whatever that next step is for you, and know that you are not alone, and I am so proud of you. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye. I want to say a very special thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and for sponsoring a series of videos that I've done over the last few months. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions of people come together to learn in thousands of classes and thousands of subjects so that they can increase their creativity. I have learned so much over my time working with Skillshare. I've learned about creativity in business. I've learned about basic organization on my laptop. I've learned about how to make better quality videos, and all of these lessons will stay with me as I go forward. I've also learned that Skillshare really practices what they preach. I found that as I worked with them, they really lived their sense of community and their sense of education. They taught me a lot. Thank you, Skillshare, for helping me learn so many new things.